How are we all doing, folks, and welcome back to the channel. And we are back out on the pan, and as you can see, a little bit of a snowy backdrop, what's left of it after this week's storms. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I wasn't going to go on a ride today, feeling a little bit under the weather, but we'll get to that in a bit. So join me for this little ride after the intro. So yeah, as I was saying, I wasn't going to get out on a ride today. I thought about it yesterday, but feeling like absolute poo. Got the bloody COVID, take two, for the second time. And my better half, the good lady, she's been really rough for about a week or so now with it, and it was inevitable really, but yep, I ended up with it. But I've just got like mild flu-y symptoms, a little bit of a cold, so it not really affects me that much. I just feel like I've got a bit of a cold, but still crap all the same. But anyway, good hot bath and a bit of whiskey yesterday. Today's a little bit better, but I've left it till late on because we've actually got rain coming in tonight. So had a bit more snow again last night. Been a sort of mix all week, but we had a really bad bit of snow come in a couple of nights ago that blocked a lot of the major routes off, or routes if you're from the US of A, up on these high roads now. And this obviously is a familiar road to me. For those of you who watch the channel, you've seen me do this road countless times. So for this purpose, this road is going to be called, this vlog is going to be called I can't swear on YouTube anymore. Don't want to lose that monetization, do we? Same shiz, different bike. So every time I have a new bike, I always go up to my favourite spot, which is only 5 minutes from here, and get a photo of the bike with the background of Dovestones and the moors in the background of the picture. So I'm going to do that, head over Holmfirth on the worst road in the UK for undulations, that is. And again, I think the last time was on the 48. We did it on the Tiger, but we've not done it on the Pan Am, so something new for a change. So thanks to all you new subscribers, by the way. We're getting there and pushing my channel towards that 3k. We should be on 10 times that by now. Come on. There is so a master plan. Oh, Superbike sport mode. So it's 12 degrees today, very, very mild in comparison to what it has been. A lot of snow melt, hence the wet roads. Still going to be some salt on the roads as well, so always make sure you wash your bike off afterwards at this time of year. So one annoying thing is, you know, I always say on my rides, and the temperature is 0 degrees, 5 degrees Celsius, and then provide you with the Fahrenheit setting. The one thing with the Pan Am is that I've only got a temperature here in the Fahrenheit setting and not in Celsius. A beautiful view of that. So for today's purposes, we are on 54 degrees Fahrenheit, which is approximately 12 degrees Celsius. So I have to do it the other way around. So usually, and this place probably this morning would have been absolutely packed with cars. You see a few here now, Bing Green. They've closed it. Now I can't get my obligatory shot because where it's closed, there's a car parked right where I normally take the picture there. Actually, I could have sneaked in, but we'll get another one. So now I've got a few miles under my belt on this bike. Is there any annoying traits on this bike? And I will explain in a bit. There's one or two which One, it's partly been rectified, and the second will be underway, and I'll explain those in a little bit. Oh, when you need it, it is there. Quite a lot of drifting snow that has been up these parts. As said, this, or one of the roads, Holme Moss Road, was actually closed this morning still. I've only got my jeans on today because I thought the roads are all dry, so I'm not out for getting wet today. To be honest, I'm only out for a little bit of a spin, get to know the bike more and do a bit of a photo opportunity anyway, so. And looking at the clouds of doom as well, I don't think it's going to be long before they start dropping some of the wet stuff on us. I tell you what, temperature really has dropped up here. But there is one thing with this bike, and it's either going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but when the weather's like this, and I'll tell you what it is now, my right leg feels the cold, okay, but my left leg, you have got the fan on there and all the heat is being sucked back onto my left leg. I've got this beautiful warm glow down my left leg. Almost feels like you've got heated gear on, but my right leg is actually cold up here in the moors now. But it looks unsightly, that part of the engine, and there is a guard, a cover you can get, which is called a heat deflector and fan guard, which it does hide the unsightliness but will take that heat off. So call it a good thing or a bad thing, it's doing a job, and it will hide the fan and some of the wiring, which I'll point out in a bit, but it will stop that nice warm glow I've got on my leg. And put it this way, warm on one leg is better than not on any leg in these conditions, especially when you've not got your heated gear on anyway. Oh, so here we are on a wind-swept hill, and you see the signs there, Woodhead Road closed ahead due to snow and ice, but there is cars coming down it, so let's just close this lid. I'm guessing that was just from this morning and last night. Signs blown down here. But this is a lane that at one point I was going to take the Tiger down here. Looks like doing some work to it, and why they've put a gate on there I don't know, so I'll have to look on the county council site and see what the hell's going on with that. But so we're going to go up on the top of Holme Moss, just see if it gets any tricky for the bike. We'll have to turn round, but I think the road should be clear now. There's just a bit of snow melt on the road, so it should be okay. I think that sign's just put there just for well, I don't know, so we'll take the chance. But it is beautiful round here, and you can see it's my local run, so like, it's just nice to still get out. But while we're at it, this is the bit I was gonna, oh dirty girl, she was all clean. This is the bit with the fan where you're getting the warm air coming back on your leg, which isn't a bad thing, but you got all this unsightly wiring here. There is a cover which you can get, it's a non-HD part, so I'm glad someone else has thought of it. Just bolts onto, I think it's here, and then on here, and then you can put a tie wrap round, and it just covers that area. It's nice and neat, so I think we'll be getting one of those. The other thing with this bike is the windscreen is pretty crap in comparison as from an engineer like me. It's not the best idea. I'm not going to raise it because I've got my GoPro down. It's on the lowest mount at the moment, and it's not too bad in that position, but there is that movement. And what I've done is I've took the pins out, just put one little piece of insulation tape around it so it takes the movement out of the pin, and then put the clips back and push them in, so it takes a little bit of that away. But these little top hats they've got, these little rubber top hats on top of that slide over the pin before the clip goes in, they are not the best idea, I don't think. And I'm going to measure them. I'm going to take them out and measure them and replace them with a nylon bush or maybe a self-lubricating brass bush on that, so it clips in a lot tighter. So that's just one thing I'm going to do just to alleviate that. And also thinking about getting a smoke touring screen as well. Just have to see what the view's like, as long as I'm looking ahead, so you guys aren't looking from a front view camera at a smoky view in front. Couple of little touches, just need to clean them off. The Harley Davidson in ALCHEMOTO gold, and you can see here looks well with the silver. The same with on my top box, the Harley Davidson, and they're the same on my side boxes as well, so I think gold goes well with that. I've got this thing about gold and copper, but especially with the grey. Anyway, without further ado, let's get back on the bike and see what this is all about. In fact, I've got an idea. What I do like about it, you see that when you switch the ignition on after it's been on the stand, and the bike just lowers itself down to its lowest position. The only thing I've found is I've been struggling to get it into neutral because I've got the clutch adjusted right in, but I've got this daft idea, and I'm sure you'll agree. So the bike's still lowering itself down, but I've just switched it off. Everyone else is going through, I'm sure it's clear by now. I'm going up there, I'm just stopping for a photo. I wouldn't worry about it. I'll just see you stuck in a snowdrift at the top. Quad locks. What would we be without a quad locks? Those people living in those houses must see all sorts of weird things going on here. What's that daft biker doing there? Oh, holy shit, slipped off my bike. It's because I've got the rubber still on my pegs. I think that'll be coming off. This is one heavy lump. To be honest with you, I love that. You just switch that on after it's been apart for a while and it just lowers itself down. Tell you what we need to do. Been all right so far. See where the plough's been pushing the snow back there. sake, come on. That's one deep drift. Oh. Yeah, I don't think you'd have been getting through this road last night. That wind is trying to pull me. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty heavy, that. Holy shit, that wind is ridiculous. Whoa. That must be 70, 80 mile an hour winds trying to blow me off the bike. Whoa! Be no chance if you're on here on a light bike. Tell you what, I'll actually be glad for once to get off this hill. I'm actually going to put the heated grips on now. We're down to 45 degrees Fahrenheit, so what's that? 12 degrees? No, 9 degrees. 10 degrees. 8 degrees. Get it right, Martin. 8 degrees. Anyway, that'll do. It's only a short ride today. I feel like shit. COVID central on the Pan Am. I just thought I was gonna. There's not a chance in the world I'd have been able to put the drone up today. I charged it all up thinking it'd be great coming up early with the snow. A lot of it's melted off though. The temperature's really climbed today. It's gone from one extreme to the other. But I'm glad I've just got out for this hour. And to share it with you guys, that's the main thing. So I'm going to get off now, so thanks for coming along for the ride, folks. If this is your first time watching ALCHEMOTO, please do hit the subscribe button. As I always say, look back in the back catalogue, plenty for you guys to watch. Please do like the video, share if you like, and comment if you dare. But on that note, with a semi-snowy wooded pass just in front of me, ALCHEMOTO is signing out. We'll see you later, folks.